Question number 6. Calculate the pressure volume work for the following systems. Indicate whether it is work done on the system or by the system. So for part A, a piston pushes against an external pressure of 1 pascal while expanding from an initial volume of 10 liters to a final volume at 1010 liters. Okay, so for these questions, all we need to start with is the work formula. So work equals minus, remember the minus sign, that's very important, pressure, and here I'm going to clarify the pressure is the external pressure, and then delta V. So in this question, the piston is pushing against an external pressure of 1 pascal. Okay, so we're going to use 1 pascal as the P, and then the difference in the volume is going to be plus 1,000 liters, right? It increased 1,000 liters. So this equals minus 1 kilopascal liters, which equals minus 1 joule. Okay, so is this work done on the system or by the system? This is work done by the system. When it's negative, it is work done by the system. So you can think of this as, because the gas is the piston is being expanded, it's pushing against the environment, it's the system that's doing the work. It is expanding. Therefore, when work is negative, it is by the system. When it's positive, it's work done on the system. Okay, so let's look at part B. Okay, so a piston with a surface area of 45 centimeters squared is pushed 9 millimeters inward against a pressure of 1 atmosphere. And so he also gives us calculations already done for us, which is really nice. Okay, so let's do the work formula again. So work equals minus P external. So again, you see here, the question is saying it's pushed against a pressure of 1 atmosphere. So that's the external pressure. And then delta V. So the delta V is this value. Okay, so it's the area times the depth, right? So that's volume. So pushed inward, is that going to mean on the system or by the system? It's going to mean on the system, right? So here we're going to have, again, negative. The P external is 1 atmosphere. And then here the volume change is going to be negative, right? Because the volume decreased of the system decreased by that amount. So 0.0405 liters. And here we would use this conversion. So we would change it to 101 kilopascal. Okay, and so this equals 4.1 joules, about. So this is work on the system, right? Because the volume of the system is decreasing. Okay, and now let's look at the last question. So a balloon with an internal pressure of 1 atmosphere and a volume of 3 liters is placed in a vacuum where it expands to a volume of 1,500 liters. So here let's look at work again. So it's minus P external delta V. However, here the P external, this is in a vacuum. So in a vacuum, the external pressure is 0. Therefore, no work is done. So the gas expands against zero external pressure. Therefore, there is no force to oppose this expansion, and therefore no work is done by the system.